This is your News Source Evening Bulletin for today, Wednesday, the 16th day of February in the year 2022. I'm Gordon Mosley, and here's what we're tracking tonight. The Ministry of Health has approved the use of self-testing kits in Guyana for COVID-19, but the results of the tests will not be accepted for travel. The Minister of Health, Dr. Frank Anthony, in his COVID-19 update today, revealed that persons will be allowed to import or purchase the self-testing kits, which allows them to follow the instructions and test themselves for COVID-19 at home. He said in the case of positive results, persons should report those results to the Ministry of Health as they isolate themselves at home. If they develop symptoms, they should seek medical help.
And there are some people who would buy the kits and would follow the guidance, but it's not widespread, and therefore we don't see a big challenge. Now, with self-testing, it's a way of just, if you have any concern, to check to see whether you're positive or negative. So first of all, I think not a lot of people would be doing it, and those who would be doing it, I think they would be responsible enough if they test positive to report it to our surveillance system.
The Minister of Health also added that once a positive result is presented to the Ministry of Health, then the ministry will decide on whether the person should undergo a second test, which will be administered by the ministry.
So if somebody would have used a self-testing kit and they're positive, they should report it so that we have them in our account.
In terms of international travel, the health minister warned that a self-test will not be accepted for outgoing or incoming passengers.
So self-testing is a concept that you have in different countries. Our travel requirements are very explicit. We are accepting an antigen test from a reputable institution where it's done, or a PCR test. There is something now called a rapid PCR, and we are also accepting that. So any of these three tests we're accepting. Home kit, somebody having a home kit and doing a test at home does not necessarily qualify or meet the requirements of travel. No country right now is accepting anybody who has tested themselves at home for travel. And we are not changing our guidelines.
There are a number of private facilities that have been approved by the government to administer COVID-19 testing. Results from those agencies are accepted for international travel. Guyana continues to see a decline in active COVID-19 cases and hospitalizations. There were 105 new cases recorded in the past 24 hours, with 3 additional deaths. The 3 latest fatalities were all unvaccinated. More news coming up in just a moment.
How fast is fiber? Think fast. GTT Fiber has 3 packages with download speeds of 50, 100, and 150 megabits per second. That's fast enough to stream movies and music, to chat with Gran and Fran, to study, and more. What would you do? Upgrade to GTT Fiber today and don't get left behind tomorrow.
Guyana's 2022 International Energy Conference and Expo, under the theme Charting a Sustainable Energy Future, will be hosted at the Guyana Marriott from the 15th to the 18th of February 2022. Meet and engage with energy leaders from around the world. The conference will feature addresses from His Excellency President Irfan Ali, His Excellency Vice President Bharat Jagdeo, Honorable Prime Minister Mark Phillips, His Excellency Chandrika Prasad Santoki, Honorable Prime Minister Mia Motley, His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo, and many other highly esteemed speakers. Charting a Sustainable Energy Future, Guyana's 2022 International Energy Conference and Expo.
Miss Smash Queen Guyana 2022 National Pride Costume Competition and Coronation. Sunday, February 20th at 1900 hours at the Ramada Georgetown Princess Hotel. Come, witness our 6 ambassadors vie for the crown as we mash down, mask up, and make melody.
People may forget the present you bought for them, but they'll never forget your scent. Find your signature fragrance at Elite Fragrances and Trade-In, located at 123 Region Road Border between Ornock Street and Shiv Chandapal Drive. Call 619-5151 or 227-1255. Get a designer fragrance for yourself or loved one that they will never forget.
Combo pack up, we feeling best. Sunshine stacks above the rest. There is no contest, is the best mix, so we feeling best. Best value to how you feeling. Ole cheesy, so much ripples and more. Combo pack of flavors galore, yeah. Combo pack up, we feeling best. Sunshine stacks above the rest. There is no contest, is the best mix, so we feeling best.
Sunshine Snacks Combo Pack, now with a new look and new mix. Grab your pack today.
Best mix, so we feeling best.
Give me one dembe for my whole family. Their bread is tasty.
Baked with love and passion by our dedicated team of fine bakers, we give you Dembake. With the same great quality you're used to, we now have a slightly new look. Here in Land of Canaan, we are ready to give you even more. Don't wait until you're hungry. Reach for a slice of Dembake. Dembake, healthy, wholesome living.
It's here. Introducing the MyGPL Customer Portal, a convenient way to access all your account information in one location. To sign up, it's easy. Simply go to https:/my.gplinc.com. After signing up, you will receive a confirmation email. Once logged in, view your postpaid account, monitor your consumption, view current charges and payment history, retrieve current and previous bills, and submit meter readings. MyGPL Customer Portal. Access to all your account information from your PC, tablet, or mobile phone at your convenience. Sign up today. For more information, contact our customer call center on 226-2600.
We've got exciting news! All 12-ounce yellow cab Buster are now only $100. Buster, live in
Come
full
get
color.
your Buster, Buster $100. Come get your Buster, Buster $100.
With Guyana already being recognized as a major oil-producing nation, small and large foreign investors continue to flock to the country to make big investments and get business done in Guyana. Local companies have been stepping up their presence and improving their services that they offer. Of the 120 companies showcasing their services at the ongoing International Energy Conference and Expo, 40 are local companies. But some of the companies have been welcoming the competition. For local telecommunications giant GTT, it comes down to experience and the ability to get the job done. GTT CEO Damian Blackburn.
It's a good thing for the consumer, and GTT, we're not scared of competition. We've set our plan, we've got a very good plan, we've got a very good team. We've been working hard on making sure that the customer service is improved from what it was, and the team has done a brilliant job on that. We've been improving lots of aspects of the things that we do every day.
Mr. Blackburn said the company has been at the forefront of improving telecommunications in Guyana and for supporting the oil and gas sector. That, he said, will continue.
We're very proud of what we've been doing about digital billing. Over 50% of our customers are now getting their bills on WhatsApp, and also repairing faults, which was a big frustration. So competition is great. I love competition. I have no fear of it whatsoever. The team at GTT done, and we really look forward to carrying on doing what we've done, starting on our own journey.
Guyana first struck oil back in 2015, and since then there have been concerns about whether local businesses will really benefit. Through the recently passed legislation, local businesses are set to be given an advantage in providing goods and services needed in the oil and gas sector. Business Development Officer of John Finance Limited, Jonathan Finance, told News Source that his company has its years of experience in the shipping industry to rely on, and that has been working out well for the company. He said joint ventures have also allowed the company to develop and grow.
Well, for the most part, when it comes to logistics, right? I mean, it's a concentrated effort from our entire organization. The oil and gas industry has led to a lot more work and a couple different procedural operations for us to learn. But I mean, we've been doing this now.
On the other hand, skills in the oil and gas sector are needed. And even as the government has implemented a local content policy, skills are still needed for the industry. Now, more Guyanese companies are getting involved in training and preparing persons for jobs in the oil sector. Companies like Atlantic Alliance Maritime and Offshore Training Institute.
Definitely not. I am not intimidated by any institution of the same kind, because our institution are accredited by certified accreditation body. One of them is the Guyana Maritime Association, the Jamaican government, the Jamaican Maritime Association as well. Also, we are also accredited by LR, Lloyd's Register, and the American Welding Association. So we have a list of accreditation and that are internationally recognized and locally recognized. All our local accreditations are also met.
That's the Managing Director of Atlantic Alliance, Ashif Hamid. Guyana plans to step up oil production in the coming months. It is anticipated that more opportunities for growth and development in local companies will present themselves. Local businesses plan to take advantage. Vice President Bharat Jagdeo has announced that the government is exploring several options with the remaining oil blocks, including an option to form a national oil company. Speaking during a session at the ongoing International Energy Conference, Mr. Jagdeo said in the case of the previous oil blocks, those were given out on a first-come, first-served basis. But since the country has found oil, the policy changed for the remaining oil blocks to either go to an auction during the third quarter of this year or alternatively to use those blocks to form a national oil company.
To offer clarity, by the third quarter of this year, all of those decisions would be made. So we'd either make a decision that will be part of the national oil company, those remaining blocks, or we'll tender them with or without seismic.
The Vice President said the government has already received several proposals from large operators that are willing to work with the government in a national oil company and utilize the remaining oil blocks. He also said the pace of development in the country has been rapid, and the government has been trying to evolve to keep up with that pace.
At the level of the government, we have to try to keep the regimes evolving and our regulatory approvals at the pace so that we don't become a humbug on the development of the industry and slow down the pace.
Mr. Jagdeo admitted that it has been a challenge developing the local oil sector. He said the government is still to put all systems in place.
And so, whilst we have not evolved all of the policies and the structures, the institutional structures, the management structures, the regulations to where we will wish them to be, ultimately, in what a mature environment will be for the management and the regulation of the sector. We're still lagging in that regard.
It was noted that Guyana is guided by several key principles as the sector develops. Chief among them is shared prosperity for all Guyanese, according to the Vice President. Describing the Guyana Exploration Project as one of the most exciting and successful in the world, the chairman of ExxonMobil company, Darren Woods, believes that Guyana sealed its future as an oil-producing nation when it signed the first production sharing agreement in 1999, which paved the way for more exploration and the country's first oil discovery in 2015.
It was a remarkable find that opened the door to more than 20 significant discoveries in one of the world's largest oil fields. Today, we estimate the block holds the equivalent of more than 10 billion oil equivalent barrels. This is an enormous accomplishment.
Mr. Woods was at the time addressing the International Energy Conference currently on the way. He recalled that the Liza Phase 1 project began producing oil within 5 years of discovery, a fraction of the time it usually takes to bring a newly discovered field of similar magnitude.
Our collective success here is unmatched in modern history. In fact, since 2015, more than 11% of the conventional oil discovered in the world has been found right here in Guyana. And I'll say today that that is just the beginning. Many parts of the basin remains unexplored and are still considered frontier.
Since the development of Liza Phase 1, Liza Phase 2 has already come on stream with the Payara development not far behind. In addition, ExxonMobil is hoping to reach an agreement soon for another production vessel for the Yellowtail project.
These world-class projects are just the beginning. We anticipate having 6 projects producing by 2027 and see the potential for up to 4 more in the later years. By the end of the decade, Guyana's production from the Stabroek Block alone could increase to more than 1 million barrels per day, with potential for additional growth from ongoing exploration.
In addition, the ExxonMobil chairman said the company will be working with the government to ensure the gas energy project comes on stream, as well as other efforts to develop the capacity to maximize the country's oil resources. There have been calls for the government of Guyana and Exxon to renegotiate the existing agreements. While the ongoing energy conference has been examining a number of issues, the renegotiation of contracts has not been one of them. Local company Guyana Engineering and KMB Industries Incorporated of the U.S. have announced their joint venture and the birth of a new company, Guyana's KNB, which has acquired 50 acres of land from the government at Enmore for the construction of a machine shop facility that will cater for a number of sectors, including the oil and gas sector. The investment adds up to more than $7 billion. The location, which housed one of the sugar packaging plants for Gaisuku, will be transformed into a new facility over the next 5 years. And during that period, more than 500 jobs will be created for residents of the community. At the announcement of the initiative this morning on the outskirts of the energy conference, President Irfan Ali applauded the move by the two companies and said while it does not focus directly on the oil and gas sector, he hopes to see it develop in the coming years.
And this is not only about the oil and gas sector. We have made it very clear that Guyana must become the hub for fabrication, machining services for this region. The region has huge yachting industry. Cruise ships come here all the time. We have to start getting into those markets. What oil and gas does is it gives us the accelerated momentum to get there.
The president also said he believes it all fits into his efforts and the government's efforts to diversify the economy.
This year, you will see investment in every single sector: agriculture, health, education, tourism, manufacturing. Every single sector you will see announcements and work commencing. And then to support this is a massive investment government is making on the capital side to catalyze the growth and to open up the opportunities so that we can have the creation of more jobs.
Supporting that position, the senior minister with responsibility for finance, Dr. Ashley Singh, said that a lot of work has to be done to fix the economy, and such initiatives like the joint venture will be replicated as time goes by.
This partnership between Guyana and GKB represents a good example of what can be achieved true to the spirit of the local content framework that we have established, leveraging local and domestic expertise and capital, but also mobilizing international expertise and partnerships such as that which is found in KNB. And so this partnership is what we would like to see multiplied and replicated many times over.
The CEO of the new company, Faisal Khan, said the two companies are committed to serving Guyana and its many communities.
I am proud to announce the commitment of the endeavor for 500 jobs in Enmore within the next 5 years. We have fantastic partners in KMB Industries, ladies and gentlemen. They are family now. We, like KMB, shares the President's vision and recent statement that if we are truly going to deliver the potential of the Guyana oil field, it's going to take everybody's hard work, day in, day out, on the ground. KMB are fully committed to that.
Construction of the facility is expected to start soon in the community of Enmore on the east coast of Demerara.
You taste the cheese, you hear the crunch. Grab a zoomers and zoom into fun. And with the first taste, you feel like you don't want it done. Blast off to a whole new place with every single bite. The cheesy goodness bring your taste buds alive. So let's just zoom into fun with this wheel-shaped delight. Zoomers, zoomers, zoom into fun.
This is Mocha. Miss Smash Queen Guyana 2022 National Pride Costume Competition and Coronation. Sunday, February 20th at 1900 hours at the Ramada Georgetown Princess Hotel. Come, witness our 6 ambassadors vie for the crown as we mash down, mask up, and make melody.
Guyana's 2022 International Energy Conference and Expo under the theme Charting a Sustainable Energy Future will be hosted at the Guyana Marriott from the 15th to the 18th of February 2022. Meet and engage with energy leaders from around the world. The conference will feature addresses from His Excellency President Irfan Ali, His Excellency Vice President Bharat Jagdeo, Honorable Prime Minister Mark Phillips, His Excellency Chandrika Prasad Santoki, Honorable Prime Minister Mia Motley, His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo, and many other highly esteemed speakers. Charting a Sustainable Energy Future, Guyana's 2022 International Energy Conference and Expo.
We've got exciting news! All 12-ounce yellow cab Buster are now only $100. Buster, live in
Come
full
get
color.
your Buster, Buster $100. Come get your Buster, Buster $100. Fuel it up and drive, super 95. Tune up, fuel it up and drive, super 95. Tune up, protect your fuel system, boy. High mileage and performance, boy.
Guy Oil Super 95 gasoline gives you more reasons to drive and is available at 56 service stations nationwide. For affordable price, high performance, and high mileage, choose Guy Oil's Super 95 gasoline.
Fuel it up and drive.
Across the region tonight, in Trinidad, Republic Bank Limited has terminated its contentious return to work COVID-19 policy for unvaccinated workers. And the company has asked the Workers' Union, the Banking, Insurance and General Workers' Union in Trinidad to withdraw the related court matters. The company pointed to the bank's decision to terminate the mandatory PCR tests for unvaccinated workers to mitigate the spread of COVID-19, which was implemented on September 6. The policy was terminated officially last week. The managing director of Republic Bank, Nigel Baptiste, has confirmed the move by the bank. Referring to the court matter, the union has filed against the bank over the now defunct policy. The senior manager group and employee industrial relations department of the bank called on the union to reconsider its decision and remove the matters from the court at this time. The letter further suggested that the parties engage with a view to amicably resolve other outstanding issues. The Antigua and Barbuda government has defended its policy of providing an amnesty to foreign nationals working and residing in the country, dismissing suggestions that it is merely a political ploy. The Foreign Affairs Minister told legislators on Tuesday the amnesty would be granted to persons who have been in the country for years and have been continuously contributing to its growth. The official said with the increasing need for a larger labor force as a result of the increase in developmental projects, it is a no-brainer to help migrants who abide by the laws of the land to remain in the country. The foreign minister told the parliament that these migrants have already made significant contributions to Antigua and Barbuda, and it is only right that the immigration department administers amnesty to them once they meet the requirements. And finally tonight, international news. Hungary and Poland have lost their court challenge to an EU rule that allows billions of euros of funding to be conditional on democratic standards. The European Court of Justice ruled that complying with the rule of law was a condition of enjoying membership of the EU. Governments in Hungary and Poland have been widely accused of backsliding on standards in recent years. Hungary's governing party condemned the ruling as a political decision. The European Court of Justice ruled that the sound financial management of the EU's budget could be seriously compromised by breaches of rule of law. EU member states signed up to common values such as the rule of law, and solidarity with the EU must be able to defend those values. Both countries have been investigated for undermining the independence of courts, media, and non-governmental organizations, and both are key recipients of EU funding. And that's your News Source Evening Bulletin for tonight. I'm Gordon Mosley, reporting and encouraging you to stay safe.